Hello my friends, well it's that time. It's time for my first camping trip of the year, and today we are hiking down into the Buckman Brook shelter. I plan on doing some fishing, some camping, and some cooking. So come along with me today as we hike down to the Buckman Brook shelter. I'll see you down there. Well, we got 2 days worth of supplies, and I still managed to get it all into this bag. So it's got some weight to it. Plus we got fishing gear and camping gear and lots of batteries. So I'll see you down there. Never mind, it's too heavy. I'm not doing that. Well, we made it to the reservoir. A little ways to go, quite a bit actually. But quite the difference since the last time we were down here. Look, no ice. Well, I'm going to keep going. It's after 12. I definitely want to get stuff set up before it gets dark, so I'll see you down there. Well, we made it. Backpacks off. I can't feel my upper back. Boy, that was a hike down in there with all that weight. Whew. Definitely was not in the shape for that one. I've been carrying the weight too, and just not that kind of weight. So, well, I want to catch my breath, have a little bit of water, and think about getting camp set up. I'm not sure about the weather. I'm not sure if I'm going to try the hammock or not. I'm going to check the weather here shortly, and it might be spend the night in here. It's iffy, so, but I can only have the shelter for a couple days, so I seized the opportunity, and the weather looked good up until like Tuesday of this last week. Then it started looking like this weekend was going to be that great, but we'll see. We'll play it by ear. Alright, I'm going to get some water in me and get camp set up. Alright, well, it looks like we might get a little bit of rain. So I'm going to hunt real quick and see if I can find some white birch. Be able to keep a fire going. And that way there, if it doesn't get too wet. See a nice one over here. Nice bunch of it right here. Right over here. That should be enough for a little while anyway. Alright, well, we got some white birch all set up. I have to get some more twigs and get some more stuff for fire. But before I do that, I want to get some water going. I did pick up one of these water filtration bags. So let's go over and fill this up. This is a 1 gallon bag and get this set up. You know what? It helps if you have the cap on it. Alright, let's go ahead and get some water. Okay, well, that should be enough to start with. Let's go get it filtering. Okay, as you can see, I have my water source all ready to go. When I'm ready for water, I just got to put this in the bottle and it's good to go. Okay, so the next thing is I'm not overly that hungry right now, so I think what I want to do is, because it has definitely warmed up quite a bit and the bears are definitely out, I think I want to get my food hung up in a tree. So right now let's go ahead and see if we can find a good branch for that, and probably go ahead and get out the paracord and get a nice heavy stick to throw it up into a tree. That ought to be fun. This looks like it'll do. Right up in here. There's some branches right here, and if you look right over, it's right in front of the camp, so I'll be able to see just to make sure. Okay, well, let's see if we can find that heavy stick and get the paracord out. Now let's see how many times it takes me to throw this stick before I get it hung up in a tree. Leave down in the comments right now how many throws you think it takes me to get it up there. Let me get this set up and I'll be right back. Alright, let's see how many attempts it takes me to get it up there. Write down your guesses now. Ah! If you guessed one, that's all it took. First throw. There you go, food up in the tree. Okay, water done, food secured, fire working on it, figuring out if I'm going to spend the night in the hammock or going to stay in the shelter. I think I'm going to stay in the shelter. There is a slight chance of rain, So I think now I'm going to go ahead and get everything set up, and I'll bring you back when that's all done. Well, I managed to get a fire going, but we are definitely going to have a challenge this weekend keeping this fire lit. This wood is very, very damp, and trying to find dry wood is going to be tough. So I got it going now, so I'm definitely going to have to keep on this the whole entire weekend, I think. So, alright, well, I'll come back to you when I'm ready to think about eating. I would say it's probably around 3 o'clock now, so I don't usually eat until around 5, so I'm just going to take care of this fire and just relax. Well, I'm thinking about making supper. I got both fires going good. I have a fire for cooking, and then I have a bigger fire for just keeping warm. One of the things I picked up for this trip, because I knew of the setup, is a Hellfire Bushcraft grill. Now these are stainless steel grates, and you could so these would be good for if you have two rocks with your fire underneath. You could set these up on top, or if you have an existing grate, which I do have, but it's kind of gross, and I can put these on top of that other grate and cook my steak on top of that. So I think I want to go ahead and get my steak started. So I need to get it out of the tree, so I'll go ahead and do that. Very windy. I do apologize if you guys are getting a lot of noise. I'm sure I'll look at this video when I get back home, and if this doesn't come out well, I guess this was just a fun trip for me. So, and I am having fun, you know what I mean, but I wanted to bring you guys with me, and if the audio is terrible and the conditions just aren't meant great for filming, it's alright too. So hopefully I can fish tomorrow. So I think I'll probably definitely have to head up the reservoir to do that. So anyway, let me get the food down and get the steak started. So I'll get that cooking for a while, and we'll come back in a little while. Well, my steak is done. First part of my supper finished before my steak, so I already ate that. So, and before I realized it, I didn't take a video of it. So anyway, here's the steak. So I want to go ahead and eat this bad boy. And I think I might try to fish. There's a couple spots out there I looked at that I might be able to do a little bit of fishing, but I also have to cut up firewood too, so I have firewood through the night. Well, my friends, it's going on 7 o'clock on Saturday night, and we're losing light a little bit. You probably can't tell, but trust me, it's getting dark. I will see you in the morning. I think we're going to try to get up a little early and head up to the reservoir and do some fishing. So I will see you in the morning. Good morning. Well, it's about 4:30 in the morning. It was quite the interesting night. I kept getting up to keep the fire going all night long. I wanted to set the hammock up, but I never did, and I think I'm going to set it up for tonight. A little uncomfortable once again. So in here, sitting here and enjoying a hot chocolate. The beavers kept me awake all night long. You could hear them slapping in the water and crackling the fire. Of course, you could hear the river roaring. So anyway, so I just thought I'd get back to you first. It's not even first light. It's not even light out yet. I have the lantern on. That's why you can see me. So I'll catch up with you when the first light comes back around. I gotta get some more firewood processed for sure today. So I'll catch up with you a little bit. Well, my friends, I'm going to have to cut this camping trip a little short. We had an incident. I have to process and cut up my own firewood, and sometime during the night when I was loading wood, I dropped the folding saw into the fire and it burnt up. Yeah, I probably could still use it, but there's no handle to hold on to. So that's all right though, because it sounds like rain's coming anyway, and I really don't want to sleep in the shelter. I want to sleep in the hammock. So I'm going to head out. I might stop up and fish the reservoir. It's early enough, so I might just do that. So if not, it was a short one, yes, but compared to what it was supposed to be, I guess. Anyway, you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time.